Hi, my name's Atlanta and welcome to this week's episode of Atlanta Delivers. Today we are talking about the insurance you need for delivering. I did one in 2022 and it's my most popular video, so I thought I should do an updated one, 2025. Everything you need to know about delivery insurance, what you need, because you need special insurance, how much it costs, everything like that, if you need it in a car, if you need it on a bike, and so on, answering everything you need to know. I am not anything professional, so don't just take my word for it by law, nothing legal, because this is just my personal experience and everything I've learned as a delivery driver over the last 5.5 years, which is crazy. The best way you can support me is to hit the like button and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. I upload every Sunday at 10 a.m. And also I've started using a new delivery bag. I have 3 in my car, so I've got my little Deliveroo, my big Just Eat, and then I've got this bag as more of a lightweight option for light orders, and it's really easy to zip up. So I pop that down below as well. It is me that will be sending them, so if you leave a comment if you've ordered, I'll try and put in a little signed note or something, so go check them out. I've got them only at $9.99 at the moment, so it's a great little bag to use as an extra, and it's insulated and everything as well. So let's talk about delivery insurance. So first question, I've got some notes, is what is the insurance you need to be able to deliver for companies such as Uber, Deliveroo, Just Eat, GoFair, Stuart, Amazon Flex? All of those, you need a special insurance in case you don't know. So the insurance you need is called hire and reward insurance. This is an insurance you need as well as your normal to be able to deliver for these companies. This insures you basically when you're delivering. So insurance is to cover you for any damage or vehicle repairs if involved in an accident, as well as legal expenses and compensation if someone else gets injured whilst delivering. So basically you have to have this insurance. You have to prove you have this insurance to be able to deliver, and it is very important to have it, as otherwise if you're delivering, you're not legal. If you don't have that insurance, you're not covered. If you're in a crash, you're not covered, and yeah, that is illegal. Next question, how do I get hire and reward insurance and where from? So there are several companies that offer hire and reward insurance. I'll talk about the most popular company is Zego. Now, I would recommend if you are part-time or not doing full-time hours, then Zego is probably your best route to go. Zego offers that you can pay, this is not sponsored by the way, I'm not even with them, I used to be, I'll go into that. Zego, you can pay hourly and pay as you go. So you'll have your normal insurance and then you'll have a top-up insurance. Now for part-time, you're only going to be charged when you are working hourly. So you'll be paying somewhere between, I don't know exactly, between 70p an hour and I don't know, it can go up high, say £2 an hour. But you're only going to be charged for those hours you are working rather than paying monthly. Say you had to pay £150 per month, but you're only going to do 10 hours a month, then why are you going to pay that? So that is a great option if you want to just pay hourly and you're part-time. I would say that is your best option. There are several companies, as I said, so there is Zego, which is the most popular. I'm with a company called Admiral, which I will go into in more detail. But for me, currently, Admiral works out the best. I'll go into pricing and everything in a bit. You have Acorn, and then you've got several companies. Just do a bit of research, shop around and find out what's the best for you. You do need to make sure if you have this top-up insurance and you're not doing it as one package. So if you're not doing your comprehensive insurance with your hire and reward all under one company like I do myself with Admiral, if you're doing that top-up insurance, you do need to make sure, this is critical, you do need to make sure your other company allows you to have a top-up insurance, because Zego will allow you to get that top-up insurance, but if your other company doesn't allow it, then you're not covered. So if you could happily have your Zego hourly and then be with, I don't know, someone or other, Hastings Direct. I think Hastings Direct do allow it, but let's use them as an example because I can't think of one. They do allow it though. But say you had that, they didn't allow it, you could still have your Zego, no problem. But if you had a crash and you go to claim, you're not covered. So you have to make sure that your company insurance allows it. Otherwise you're going to get in a bit of trouble. And also, if you got stopped by the police and the police checked, they would also pick up on that. And you may think you're doing nothing wrong. You're like, yeah, I've got the insurance for both, but you're not covered, so you do have to make sure. Next question, do I need delivery insurance on a push bike or e-bike? And the answer is no. If you're in a car and on a motorbike or scooter, something like that, then you do have to have the insurance. If you're on a push bike, or I've been on a electric bike, like just a normal push bike type, then you don't need this insurance. You can choose to have your own insurance if you do want to be covered, but it's not something that you're asked for. So when you sign up with the companies, if you sign up in my car, then I have to prove the insurance certificate that I have the correct insurance. Otherwise they will not let you on board. So you do need to make sure that you're getting the right thing. Another question I'd say is can I just say I'm on a push bike and then actually deliver in a car? Physically you can, but do not do that, because you're not going to be insured. If you get pulled over or if you're in a crash, you're not insured and you're gonna get in trouble. And also the apps do track your speed. So say you're on a push bike and you're doing 70 miles per hour in your car, Uber and the other apps are going to pick up that you're not doing the correct speed and figure out you're not on a bike, and they will deactivate your account. So just do everything legally. It is a pain, obviously, to have to pay so much extra per month, but let's answer a couple of questions that I can think of. Why is it so expensive? Well, as a delivery driver, you're on the road a lot more, so you're at risk, more of a risk that you're going to have a crash. In my time, I've had 2 crashes whilst delivering, or one or two. A lot of near misses. I'm a full-time delivery driver, and it's not necessarily yourself, it is other people. Just being on the road a lot more than someone that just, goes to the shops or something, you are more likely to be in a crash. So that's why the price is higher, which is annoying. Obviously we don't want to be paying the money. Like when I start to talk about how much I've paid and stuff in the past and what I've been quoted, you don't want to be paying it, but it is for the best that you are paying it. So if you're in a crash and you're covered. Okay, what you want to know: how much does hire and reward insurance cost? Now, this is something I'm asked a lot, and there is not really an answer, because I can talk about how much I've paid so you can get an idea. But insurance, like how normal insurance is different for everyone based on your age. Oh, by the way, you have to, unless it's changed, again, don't quote me, you have to be over 21 to be able to get hire and reward insurance. If that's changed, it might have, but the last time I checked, that's what it is. Age, where you live, what car you have, where you park your car, the exact same things as insurance. Hire and reward insurance has that as well. So you're never going to have, you can't be like, I can't say, oh yeah, I paid this amount, so you're going to pay this amount. It's not based on that. It's exactly the same as insurance, that everyone is different, and it's going to change year per year and so on. Different companies are different prices. But we can talk about how much, so you can get an idea. So I'm 24, nearly 25, and let's go through. So I started off with £1.75 hourly with Zego, that's how much I was paying per hour as the top-up insurance, and then I was offered £1.30. I wish, just as a heads up, I'm not offered that price anymore. It is a lot higher. And then I went during, I think this was COVID time, during furlough, I started paying £265.99 just for hire and reward insurance with Zego, and that was again with my normal insurance separate, and then that per month just for hire and reward. Then this went to, I decided to, which is crazy to look back on, hire and reward insurance and fully comp with Zego, I was paying £365.99 a month. Ouch, I'm glad I don't pay that anymore. And then they wanted to put it up some more, so I was like, right, I need to do something, I need to shop around, and I managed to get with Admiral my hire and reward insurance and fully comp for 150 per month. This then went up to 180, and now I've just had my renewal and it's gone up to 210. So it's still, I'm not mad about it, because I got a quote with Zego when my renewal was up just a month or so ago, and they wanted to charge me £713.65 a month. Which is mental. So that just proves, like, you need to shop around. I don't know what they're doing, like why on earth I would ever be charged that amount and who would pay it, which is crazy. Which I was like, okay, I don't even mind my insurance with Admiral's gone up £30 a month, because compared to that, if it was that, I couldn't deliver, or I'd go back to being on a bike. I'm still debating, let me know what you think for the summer, going back on the electric bike, but I'm paying yearly for my insurance, so well, monthly, so I'll still be paying it, but then it cuts out fuel costs. That's a whole nother conversation to have about. I'm going to quickly just like briefly go into that. If you are a delivery driver, you are self-employed, so you need to register as self-employed. You're paying your own national insurance and tax. You can take off expenses such as, well, you've got your insurance, but I do mine. I have got a video explaining this, which I'll link down below. This is from, I think, 2022 as well, so I should do an updated version, but I'm not an accountant or anything. I do mine as I take off the expense of the miles I do, which then covers like your fuel, so you can't then claim for fuel as well. Like, my miles cover everything. But you can do it other ways of, like, you know, with your insurance and stuff. But if you know yourself, or speak to an accountant or something, because I'm not an accountant, so I don't know everything. But that's how I do mine personally. Couple more questions I had. I went on to the last video. So, are your miles restricted? Same as normal insurance, you need to tell your hire and reward insurance how many miles you're going to do annually, and that is, yeah, so you're not restricted, you just need to let them know how many miles you're going to do. And then, how does pay-as-you-go work when using multi-apps? So this was a question because some people were a bit confused. So let's say I deliver for Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Just Eat, and I'm going to do the pay-as-you-go hourly. Now, how this works is you need to tell Zego that you're working for these 3 companies. This will then show on your insurance document that you deliver for Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Just Eat. How it works is, don't quote me again, but how it works is, say I'm driving to get an order, let's say that I am driving and I don't have an order. Now, for my hour that's being charged, I'm not being charged because I don't have an order. As soon as you have an order, you are starting to be charged out of that hour. So that's kind of how it works. They're linked to your app, so like the Zego will know when you have an order on Deliveroo or Uber Eats and when to charge you. So it's just got a system that it knows when you're delivering, but it doesn't matter how many apps you deliver for, that is absolutely fine. And the app, Zego has an app, and it tracks it itself of how much to be charged. I think I have covered everything. If you have any more questions, then please pop them down below. But that's everything I can think of. Basically, just make sure you have the right insurance, even though, like, you're going to be paying a bit, which is rubbish, trust me. But it is very important to have. As I said, please hit the like button and please subscribe. It'll be very much appreciated. Go check out my delivery bags as well. And now I'll see you next Sunday at 10 AM with a new video. Appreciate you all. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye!